Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How was your
How?
day, ma'am?
Yeah, it was nice. Like I today is Sunday, so I got up late.
And it's our first meeting, so I would like to introduce myself first. Okay.
Okay,
My name is Vijay Lakshmi. I am from Rajasthan, and by profession, I am a government teacher, and I am a mother also, a son. And if I talk about my hobbies, I have a little interest in gardening, planting, and a little bit interest in some books. Not much, but sometime I feel like to read something.
okay. So that is very good to know about you. So let me introduce myself. I am Swati Goel. I am from MP, and I have completed my graduation in English literature. And currently, I am working as a teacher since the last five years. And if I talk about my hobbies, so my hobbies are writing poems, short stories, and I also like to teach students. That's why I joined this profession, and now I am learning this language. So I'm an English language learner. That's all about me.
Fantastic. And when did you start teaching?
I have started teaching before 5 years.
Okay. And
I have
in
been teaching for 5 years,
which classes?
up to eighth class.
Okay. How many students in your
I teach
class, your
in a
tuition?
school. Yeah, I teach in a school, and I take tuitions also. There are not many students come to my tuition, but only like 8 to 10 students.
Okay, 8 to 10 is I think more and enough for you
Enough.
after the going, school. In
Yes,
school we have a lot of work nowadays.
yes.
And your coaching classes and your tuition, do you teach the syllabus or do you teach the language?
I teach syllabus.
Okay,
Yes.
that's nice. And I want to
And
ask
I
you,
take like my school students. I take online classes for them
okay, okay.
for spoken. Do you take tuitions also?
No, ma'am, I don't take tuitions. Because I am a mother also and I have a family, so I have a lot of work, And in
Yes.
Rajasthan, my school, government school, is a time in winter time 10 to 4 p.m. After 4 p.m., we have a little time, and I think the 1.5 hour it's take to access home. So we usually reach home 4:30, and sometime it's take due to the traffic jam and maybe
Yes.
more time. So after
Yeah.
taking
Yeah, but
breakfast,
for working women, it is very difficult because they have to take care of their house, of their food, everything. Like you have to cooking and then take care of your child, and then you are working. So that is very like
yes,
hectic day for you.
also have not any help, just like maid and we can't, no, just like we both are working, we close the home and lock the home, and we usually go to school. So I have to do lot of most
Yes,
of things to me, just like laundry, sweeping, the cleaning the dishes. So I can't stay any help. You can easily understand if a person live in at home, they can easily make us our cleaning, say some laundry, maybe the dishes also. So when we go school, then no one come to help, and most of our time spent in school.
yes. So what do you teach, ma'am, in your school?
I usually teach English literature,
Up to 10th?
11th and 12th classes too. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, earlier you told me, when did you completed your master?
In year, are you talking about my year?
Yes, yes. Yes,
I
yes.
have completed in 2019.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
And I want to ask you, you are the student of also English literature, and I am also the student of English literature. So, who is your favorite author, poet, dramatist, novelist? What kind of genre do you like most?
I like uh, I like Wordsworth
Okay,
because he is the poet of nature, and I
nature.
like his
It's the
poetry. Yes,
poet, poet of the romanticism. So it's a poetry and a natural way in also.
natural. Yes.
Would you like to share with me the name of any poetry?
Actually, I have not remember to, right now. I am not.
I was in my college. There is a poetry and a very famous poetry of Wordsworth, Solitary Reaper. If you remember Solitary Reaper, Solitary reaper means a lady who reap their harvest and their crops, and she feel the smell of the crops, and she look like these kind of description in found in the solitary reaper.
I have not read about it.
Yes, it is a famous poem of the Wordsworth. And
Oh,
also the if we ask the any literature student, usually people take the name of romantic poets. You know, it may be the elder or it may be the younger. Also, John Keats and Shelley is the very famous poet on the romantic age. Oh, different odes, ode to nightingale, ode to autumn, ode to wind. No, and Ode to Skylark, also famous of the Shelley's. In is there in a syllabus these kind of poetry? Have you read?
no, ma'am. These are no. These were not in my syllabus. Like in my syllabus, there were like Shakespeare and actually it has been long time, so I forget because that is not in my use.
Okay,
Yes,
okay, no problem. I have a keen interest in literature and
yes. Okay.
so that's why I am asking you. Okay, and you also told me you have a fashion passionate about the writing.
Poems
Like in writing in Hindi or English?
in both languages. Sometimes I
Okay.
like in Hindi and sometimes I write in English.
Any lines?
Sorry, what
Would you
did you
like
say?
to share with?
I can read out because I don't remember.
Yes,
Okay,
you can read out.
one second. Okay. So it is, who are you? Who are you? Are you just a person or a human with some purpose? Just think about it. Who are you? Are you a person with lots of ambitions who wants to achieve a lots of things without any rest? Just think about it. Who are you? Are
Yes.
you a tool or a machine or a dream machine with lots of dreams who wants to fulfill to the end of the life? Just think about it. Who are you? You are a soul, just a soul with a purpose to be happy, enjoy your life, do whatever you want to do without any worry. Then you will know who are you.
Yes, nice. And just like you, who are
Yes.
you? You should think once again. The same poetry written by the Pablo Neruda, name it the Keeping Quiet. And in this poem, Pablo Neruda say, just take a pause, keep quiet 1 second, and think, what are you doing? Why are you doing? And where are you going? You have to need a pause, and it's addressed to human being. They are us all time since our people's wake, they make a hectic no day,
Yes.
a hustle morning. So Pablo Neruda also just like think you may God help you
Yes.
achieve a no just like a star.
Yes. Because you know what? People have lots of idea in their mind, but they don't know how to express. So
Yeah.
that's why I use this medium. Like I start writing poetry and I love to write poetry. Whenever I write poetry, so I can express myself, my thoughts.
Yes, may God help you in future also.
Yes. Thank you
And
so much.
just you told me, are you a teacher? And what are you do if you want to make them understand in English to English? What is your technique? And if you have to teach that just like a spoken language, what is your idea?
First, we need to find out that at what level they are. If they
Yeah,
don't know anything, so I try to make them like use short sentences, like sit down, and they know because they are reading in English medium school, so they know these small sentences. So I always speak in English in my class most of the time, and if they not understand, so I make them understand by speaking Hindi. First I speak English, then I ask them, do you understand? Have you understood? So they said, no ma'am, I don't understood. So then I speak in Hindi, repeat in Hindi, so they will understand, and now they are habitual, they can understand each and everything whatever I say. Yeah, because they now they are getting habitual of listening English.
yeah,
So yes, and I teach them short sentences like sit down, stand up, write down in your notebook, and these type of short sentences. And if I talk about spoken class, like I am also taking a spoken class. So in that spoken class, I usually give them a topic. They have to discuss the topic. They have to tell their idea, and they are doing very well because they have time to do research, anything, any meaning. If they are stuck at any point, so I always help them.
nice. And I usually give some topics. Is your school English medium?
Yes,
Okay, my school is a Hindi medium, so for my first responsibility to give the education in the especially the mother tongue, you know,
yes,
dialect. So, but I try to my student some topic just like in article and report writing, composition part. I usually give the topic and students start writing in short sentence. If they made mistake, and then I try to rectify them, and gradually they start something, learn and tell me. I ask some question from the articles, and they tell in a summarized way every chapter,
yes,
every poetry. So it's my method in class. Just I read a chapter today, then I will uh, I tell them all the class, uh, tomorrow I will be ask you the summary of this chapter, every student, and they try to summarize in their own words, and after that they try to tell me what is the actually happen in this chapter or in this story.
yes. And I also use this method. Sometimes I also like if students are really interested, and if they are seventh, eighth students, so they know very well like how to summarize the chapter. So I ask them, or I told them to like to share their idea on any particular story, any topic, like short story. Everyone has read any story. If they have any idea, like I have remembered once I have given students a task to recite any story basis on anything, like any movie. If they like any movie, so they can summarize that movie in English. And students, if they are really interested in learning English, so they're really doing very well.
Yes, yes, and I am now without tenses and without these part of speech, we can't learn them. Though also in our syllabus, the part of speech and tenses, and we usually read in this class. It's also helpful for us.
Yes, that is very helpful for students because they don't have enough time to learn by listening and speaking only. So they need to learn the grammatical idea, the structures, how the sentence are being formed.
Yes,
That is
yes,
very important.
yes. And thank you, Swati, for giving
Thank
your valuable time. It's a nice conversation to me. I would like to connect with you in near future, and I
Yeah,
think
thank you so much, ma'am, for
very
connecting with me.